Samuel? Are you there? Please, say something. There you are. Where have you been? I've been looking for you. You promised you wouldn't just disappear anymore. I've been looking all over for you. Ow! What's wrong with you? I don't know who you are. I don't know my own husband. You disappear every night. You only talk when it's absolutely necessary. Where is the man that I married, Samuel? I want my husband back!
What have I done? What the hell have I done? Oh no! I didn't want this! No! No! No!
Get on with it! Stick the damn fuse back in! I want to open the store!
Let's see. A few plastic containers, bottles and boxes, light bulbs, cables, grease. And a small carton of fuses. Hopefully the fuses work. You never know in this place. There's just one fuse left in the box. But at least it looks unused. I reckon it still ought to work. An old dust-encrusted fuse box. There are a lot of wires coming out of the top of it, which then run along the floor joists. Doesn't look exactly safe. Okay then. Just like everything else of Fuller's, pretty well junk. The blown fuse must be under here. Fuller's already had a go at it, but again, he couldn't sort it out. The 3 other fuses look fine, but this one's had it. This fuse is definitely a goner. I should throw that away, otherwise I'll get mixed up. Now all I have to do is put a good fuse in. Now all I have to do is put a good fuse in. Well, that's that. Now all we need is some power. Okay, so let's have a look. Let there be light. Don't need this anymore. That rickety pallet is blocking my view of the lower shelves. I can't see what's behind there. That rickety pallet is blocking my view of the lower shelves. I can't see what's behind there. A battered paint can with about half an inch of dust on the lid. Some photo of a beach and an ocean. There are millions of pictures like this. They all look the same somehow. There's not as much dust on the floorboards here. They're almost shiny, in fact. So does Fuller stand here every night with a beer looking at these awful pictures? If I want to look at awful pictures, then I can do it upstairs in the store. A beer crate with 24 bottles. All empty. And the bottles aren't dusty either. Beer doesn't keep long around here. An ancient rusted bucket with a little bit of water in it. An old garden hose with more holes than a golf course. A water faucet. If Fuller had a garden he wanted to water, he could do it from here. But in Fuller's garden, you'd get pretty well nothing to grow. An old clothes dummy. Oh, judging by the smell, it's been damp at some point, and now it's just moldering away. I wouldn't accept it as a present, even if it didn't stink. With that water in the bucket, it's only a matter of time until it's completely rusted through. Cheap beer. That's about right for Fuller. I just wonder why he has the crate in the basement. I can't see him coming down here every time he wants to drink a beer upstairs. I can't do anything with that. I certainly don't need a bucket, nor a load of rusty water. A light shaft with a grill leads up to the backyard. So let's go up. A wonderful working day awaits, full of appreciation and deep personal fulfillment. Ugh.
Finally! You make a big deal about going to college, but you're too sappy to replace a fuse. Put that board outside in front of the store. Get on with it!
The picture frames could do with being a little more professionally presented. But to be honest, they don't really deserve it. You know, that fat idiot's kit really isn't too bad. And pretty expensive. The lights look brand new. He's definitely not had them for long. Perhaps the store used to do good before, and he had some savings. Or maybe he bought the new lights on credit. The store couldn't have paid for them, that's for sure. That's Fuller's camera. It's quite a good one. Huh. If good technology would make up for missing talent, then even a complete idiot like Fuller could shoot good pictures with it. That's Fuller's camera. It's quite a good one. Huh. If good technology would make up for missing talent, then even a complete idiot like Fuller could shoot good pictures with it. The postcards all show scenes from New England. They're the regular cards you see everywhere around here. Many of the things here are overpriced, but that's obvious. There's only one photo store in town. He takes advantage of that. The store isn't doing very well. I don't think a cheap sign is gonna change that. But, what the hell?
Someone's really told you.
Huh?
You've put it the wrong way around.
Yeah.
I'd like to get some portraits done. Some pretty black and white pictures. Have I come to the right place?
Oh, yeah. You're at just the right place. Black and white photography is my specialty.
Wonderful. So let's get started. My name's Angelina.
Oh, I'm Darren. Let's go inside.
Welcome to Fuller's photography store. What can I do for you?
I wanted to get some portraits done.
Ooh, very good. We can start right away, dear lady.
But I thought Darren would...
What? But he's just an errand boy. A pretty child like you deserves a real photographer. Here, go and pick up the post and take this letter to Mrs. Biba in the diner in the main square. I've got things to do. Son of a...
New England Photo Service. I reckon a person has to be pretty damn desperate to have their pictures taken at Fuller's place. But he's the only photographer in town. And there are plenty of tourists here. Presumably he does most of his business with them. I can't explain it any other way, just how he keeps his head above water. Most of the pictures here in the window weren't taken by Fuller. In some moment of blinding inspiration, he must have decided to get some proper photographers to promote his business. Of course, they have no idea just how lucky they've been. Portraits, group pictures, wedding photography, and landscapes. And all of them totally unimaginative. Just as things should be. I can only ask myself just who he conned into making him the elk design. Or then again, maybe he didn't have the picture made. He probably just stole it. A hydrant, just like any other one. I don't see anything special about it. If this place ever burns down, I'll be the guy holding the match. Fuller lives with his mother over the store. I haven't met the old hag yet, but going from her son and that filthy mutt that she seems to love more than anything, I don't think I'm missing too much. An unbelievable mess of old guns and swords, uniforms, ships' bells, radios. As long as it's old, it's sold here. Pretty senseless driving around Maine in a convertible. But I reckon that's not what it's really about. It was expensive, and that's what counts. A life belt. Years ago, there were pirates around here who used to lure ships under the rocks. They used to light false beacons, and once the ships had run aground on the rocks, they'd row out and rescue the cargo. Looks like you can only buy tourist rip-off stuff in here. But the mail for the whole neighborhood gets dropped here too. A flat broken away from the railings. It's pretty heavy. A young woman. She looks sad. Everything okay?
No, it's not actually. Carrie died here 2 years ago. She was my best friend.
Oh, I'm sorry. How did it happen?
You're not from around here.
No, I'm from Boston. I'm spending the semester break at my mother's.
Yes. Well, Carrie committed suicide. No one knows why. Everyone loved her. She was intelligent and always happy. I think there's still a picture of her in old Forest Display window. A young woman with dark hair and green eyes.
Yes, I know that picture. A really pretty woman.
She had so many plans. After studying, she wanted to open a kindergarten here in Bedford with her husband Jason. I just don't understand it. From one day to the next, she changed completely. Became really reclusive. She was depressed, melancholic all the time. No one could reach her anymore. Not even Jason. Even though they loved each other more than anything. Then one day, she just threw herself into the sea.
And no one knows why?
No one. Jason, he's never gotten over it. He couldn't help her. A few months later, he married that brainless bimbo with a convertible. He probably just felt so lonely. It's definitely got nothing to do with love.
He must have been really lonely.
Excuse me. I'd rather be alone right now.
Of course. I'm sorry.
And then I said to him, Jason, I need a new car, urgently.
Oh yeah, and then?
What can I say?
A stand displaying
It's
a
parked
million
right
travel
outside.
guides.
You
New
can't be
England,
serious.
Quebec,
Sure, I'm
England and
being
Wales,
serious.
Holland,
A
the national parks of the USA,
totally cute.
Tuscany,
Girl,
Hong Kong,
you're just gonna have to show me
etc.,
later.
etc.
Oh yes, there's no way I'm not going to do that.
There are too many travel guides to just go leafing through them all.
And
While I've got
in
nothing
this
specific to
weather.
look for,
You
I'll leave
lying.
him there.
And what did he do?
Well, he just left her sitting there.
The clock must be
Well,
busted.
she didn't deserve anything better.
At least it'll be right
that's
twice a
not
day.
You joking. There's more?
Yeah, now get
An old
this.
ship's wheel. It's supposed to endow a certain maritime charm, I guess.
Fork
An
truck
armchair.
Pete just can't afford
Doesn't look
that
too
kind of
uncomfortable.
thing.
Hey,
But who would
it's
want to
me,
sit
okay?
down
And
in
I'm
this
telling
shop
you.
with the charming
She
Rosie?
saw him herself.
I
But
am definitely
surely it
not
doesn't
gonna
look
sit in
as
that.
cute as my new convertible.
I reckon that the
Well,
local
hardly.
tourist board is
Talking
missing
of
something
which,
of a hook
weren't we going
for
to
this
go
place.
for a little ride?
I mean, what is
Yeah,
there
I'm
here
about
that's
to have
a
my
bit
lunch
special?
break.
Ah, yeah.
There must be dozens of places like this one along the coast.
And what did your Jason say to that?
He doesn't know a thing about it yet.
Huh. Every
you
possible
go,
kind of
girl.
form.
Now don't you
Garbage
go
and
telling
large
anyone,
object
okay?
collection,
Girl,
telephone
of course I
rerouting.
won't. What are
Here's
you
a
thinking
form
of?
from the Make
You're
Our
a
Town
darling,
Prettier committee.
Rosie.
What
My
was
mom's
that
on the
story
board of
again
that
with
one.
your new car?
It seems you should send in suggestions for improvements around the town. I'm not
Where is it,
interested in
then?
these forms
It's
for
parked
residents.
right outside the shop.
I've got a few things
Ooh,
going on.
then
which
we can go for a
this
ride
town
on my
could
lunch
be a little
break.
more interesting.
But isn't that still a way
But
off?
I don't hold out
So
much
what
hope
is
for
going on
success
with
for
Fork
them.
Truck Pete and that sister, what's her face?
Not the
Handbills
sister.
for local
That's
events.
Matt's cousin. That's
Brand New Year
I
Bazaar.
thought she was...
Hits a go-go, dance till you drop. Oh man.
And then I said to him, Jason, I need a new car, urgently.
Excuse me?
Have you got something wrong with your ears?
No, I just wanted a package.
Something wrong with your eyes then?
Huh?
Listen, I'm talking here. Can't you see that?
Yeah, I can see as clear as day, unfortunately. But I have to collect a package for Fuller at the photo store.
There'll be no line jumping in this store. You're online, okay? Now wait until I'm ready.
Ugh, the young kids today.
Always. I'm always having a fight with them.
Bad parents, that's what it is.
So tell me.
That car belongs to the world record talking lady from the shop. Could be useful.
Oh, my convertible!
Hello, is it something like my turn now? Please, don't let me rush you.
What do you want?
I'm supposed to collect something for Fuller. From the photo studio?
Collection note? This is the one, right here. Have you still got another note? There's another package for Fuller here.
Afraid not. Can I take it anyway?
I might turn a blind eye for nice customers.
So you're not gonna give it to me then?
Hell no!
There's a few papers here. Some sort of forms and a pad of blank collection notes. Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
There's a really pretty young lady I've seen walking around here. Do you know her?
You had a real good look at her, didn't you?
Do you know her?
Well, I wouldn't say no. She came in here and asked about a photo studio, so I sent her up to Fuller's. She interrupted a conversation I was having with a friend. Can you believe that?
Ha! No way! I don't believe it. Hey, Rosie. Did you know Carrie, Jason's first wife?
Of course I knew her. I know everyone in Biddeford. At the end of the day, this is the only post office.
And what was she like?
What's that got to do with you?
I just wanted to chat a little.
Well, we never spoke too much. She was always so quiet. No comparison with Juliet. At least with her, you can have a decent conversation. Jason's so lucky he got her now. That really wasn't a life for a guy like Jason. With someone like that dragging him down, now, at least he's got a life.
Ah, so lucky.
Just between you and me, one shouldn't speak ill of the dead. But that Carrie, she was always a little strange.
Uh-huh. What brings someone like her, or maybe even you, here to Biddeford?
Someone like me. You mean a fat woman in a state full of fitness freaks. You're one charming kind of guy, aren't you?
No. I meant, why would someone as unfriendly as you work in a town tour shop of all places?
Well, you ain't exactly a picture of politeness yourself.
But I don't work in a tourist shop either.
Okay, look. I grew up in New Jersey. My father didn't think the neighborhood was good for me or my brothers and sisters. So he got himself a job in a paper mill and dragged us all up here. Satisfied with that?
And you just weren't able to get yourself a job in construction or driving a truck?
Look, you shouldn't go trying to take on someone like me. You're punching way above your weight, son.
Huh, I can't deny that. Thanks.
Yeah.
I would imagine that the enchanting Rosie might possibly have some objection to my palming a blank collection note. Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
Is there maybe a package for me there, Darren Michaels? The lovely Rosie hasn't noticed, and I'm now the proud owner of a blank collection note.
Nope, nothing there.
Coffee mugs, little lighthouses, badges, mini life belts with Biddeford stamped on them, plastic house numbers, porcelain lobsters, plastic lobsters, wooden lobsters, metal lobsters. What more could the tourist heart yearn for?